Hi folks, so it's the end of January and I've decided I've spent too much time indoors contemplating rather than planning my next excursion. So I've decided to do the Cleveland Way and I'm really looking forward to it. We've had a lot of rain recently, so I'm hoping the ground's not too bad, but it's kind of limestoney for quite a bit of the way from my understanding. So I'm hoping I'm going to be able to overcome the challenges of possible mudfest. Anyhow, the trail, as you've probably seen, is roughly 110 miles. I think I will do it in probably about 6 days or so, but I'm in no particular rush. I think the weather will be my big determining factor. Yeah, it's predicted to be not too cold, probably going to average around about 4 degrees and possibly a bit cooler overnight as well. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I've really heard such a lot about the Cleveland Way, so let's see how we get on. Less talking, of course, more walking. We're not going to the Abbey, but I do love this bridge, which I wouldn't be surprised if it was built at a similar time. Interesting cabin there. I have to say the signage is good, plenty of it. And my new friend. Hello. Oh. Hello. Yeah, right. So I got quite excited when I saw this. And then the cupboard was bare. I could have had a bottle of water, delicious homemade brownies, fresh baked flapjacks. Well, I'm upset. I'll have to come back in summer, I reckon. So you can see I'm off the escarpment where Clay Bank was. Yeah, I've been walking a few miles along there, and the what little bit of sun we had has gone in, and it's definitely dropped a few degrees. In fact, it was getting pretty windy up there, so I'm glad to be off that escarpment, and kind of dropped a few hundred feet, I think. So heading towards a place called Osmotherley now. That was 20 odd miles away from where we started. I don't want to quite go that far. I want to stay this side of Osmotherley so that in the morning I can pick up some supplies, particularly water. On this first half of the journey, there's not many opportunities for water, so I need to be careful I don't get carried away. Right, concentrate on the job in hand now. One thing I will say is the track has been really good. You can see the limestone. It's not been muddy at all. I have got my walking poles with me in case I feel I need them. Well, it seems we found paradise, guys. Yeah, high paradise found. Tea room, lots of homemade fresh cake. They hold a drinks license called beer and wine. Oh, pizza served at weekends. July and August. As always, I come at the wrong time. Hello, duck pond. I can see it would be paradise in July and August. So yeah, any other time of the year, be able to camp. So if the camp field is over there, does that mean you've got pigs as neighbours? Well, you can see we've come to the moors. Morning, folks. I'm sure you can hear that. Yep, it's raining. Not just a bit, but quite a bit. So, a bit debating what to do. The next part of the journey was supposed to take me to the highest part of the North Yorkshire moors, the highest point of the Cleveland Way. And of course, at that particular point, it's open moorland. So it would not be a great place to stop. So I'm thinking about trying and find somewhere before that and somewhere a bit more sheltered. I'm just going to have to see how the day progresses. Yep, I'm ready to go now. Can't believe it as late as it is. 12 minutes past 8. Very late for me, that is. But had to wait for daylight. I was hoping the rain would ease off, but it did eventually when I finished packing. Sod's law. Right, onwards. And I'm going to use my poles now, walking poles, because it's going to be muddy and slippy and what have you. So, yep, onward we go. And of course, leave no trace. Just a remnants of a dry patch. Just got to find my way back up onto the main path now. Strangely, that was a bit easier coming up than when I originally went down. Yeah, you can see how the paths have turned a bit quagmire-ish now. Definitely going to need the poles. Right, that's where I was last night. Okay, I'm going to concentrate on the job in hand now. See you later. see the village store. Love the houses here. Well, I'm afraid it's all locked up. This is a bit of a shame. But it's a nice setting. In the middle of nowhere. Now that's a bit confusing. I'm glad I'm doing the Cleveland way today. I'm sure that's not right, and in fact what somebody's put there, coast to coast, is up there, because as it almost says on that point up there, for coast to coast east, follow Cleveland way signs to Bloworth crossing. So essentially, you never know, I might see a coast to coaster. As it's happened, I've hardly seen anybody, so I doubt it, but yeah, for a short while, a few miles now, we could be joined by coast to coasters. Looks like we're coming to some muggy stuff now. Alright, it's not totally clear where I'm going. I suppose it's in that general direction. I definitely will have to pull you away. Make sure I get across this. Although, let's see how we get on. Having the poles definitely helps. Oh, a bit of a right. Just say I was holding my breath there. Had to walk between those two. You can see there wasn't really many options to get around them. Luckily, they're fairly docile. Back on the moors. Always good to look back and see where you come from. Loving the colour of the bracken. So just opposite the Cleveland Way here, it's a campsite, obviously not open, so I've been able to dispose of some rubbish. And just round the corner, luckily, there's a tap. I'm not quite sure what this place is. I bet in summertime you'll be okay. People normally come up here for the views. I think for us it's the rock formation today. Evening folks, so I'm at a place called Claybank, which is just off the moors before I have to climb back on the moors to get to the highest place. Only managed to do about maybe about 12 miles today, but yeah, the conditions were pretty harsh. I have a feeling, based on what I can hear, won't be surprised if it's the same again tomorrow. So my plan is to get past that highest point on the moors and hopefully get sufficiently far away from the kind of uplands, and then yeah, probably I think it's something like 16-18 miles or so, and you're getting closer to urban land then. So hopefully I'll be out of the rain a bit and it'll be a bit warmer. Yeah, so on that note, as you can imagine, I'm pretty tired. I need some shut-eye. See you in the morning.